Hey guys, just as a reminder, we're giving away this mystery power box. If you wanted to win, remember to click the link in the description below, and remember to like, subscribe, and comment on that video specifically. Tell your friends, and good luck. What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon OGs.
The Original Gamers.
I'm Chris.
I'm Brandon.
And today guys, we are going to be playing some online TCG. Now, what we're going to be doing real quick is just kind of a quick overflow. I'm going to show you guys a deck. Or, well, a quick flow.
An overview?
Overview, whatever you want to call it, of one of the decks that I've been trying to test out right now. And it's not quite yet complete, and a lot of the reasoning is because I'm missing a GX card that I'm just not sure that I want to put in yet. I want to find a good electric type. Now, the problem that I'm having right now is that a lot of the electric types are all either double or 3 evolutions, basically, to play with.
They are.
And what I've been playing with, too, is the standard deck.
But not if you have the Eevee.
Huh?
Oh, wait, he doesn't have an EX.
Exactly.
I was like, you
there's
can
no
use
Jolteon
but
GX
there's no
yet.
GX.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's no Jolteon GX yet. But what I have been trying to do, guys, is I've been trying to implement a lot of the newer cards, as well as like some of the older ones, like a Shaman, or 2 Shamans, I should say. But this allows me to kind of be able to shuffle through my deck a lot quicker. But you'll be able to kind of see exactly what I've been trying to manipulate this deck into and why it's in testing right now. Because I feel like I can get the cards at certain times, but there's also times where I don't feel like I can get them quick enough. And that's what I'm trying to solve right now. And I always like to go first with this deck just because I can get things out a lot faster that way. And what I want to
get the Ultra Ball.
That is the Gold Ultra Ball right there. And I'm going to have to reshuffle because of a mulligan right here.
I like your sleeves.
Thank you. And then so what I'm going to throw out right
there's
here.
There's that switch.
And there's the switch right there. And then here is that Victini that I was talking about. And what makes this Victini so popular, guys, is the ability. And that allows me to flip coins again if I don't like the outcome of the first one.
And you can't even use them.
I can't. I don't use them, actually. I have 4 of them in my deck right now. I don't use them. They're all bench types for me, at least. And then this is another one right now, guys, that I've been using is... this one right here, and then this is just to kind of be able to get my cards set up the way I want them to. So I'm going to go ahead, throw an electric energy right there, and then I am going to go ahead and, since I already have quite a few and we're just starting, I'm just going to use the Professor Birch right now in hopes that I get that heads, in which I did, so that'll be another 7 cards right there. And then you're going to see the Golem right there, and then that's going to be the card that I'm basically trying to manipulate, and it's because of that first attack right up there. I'm going to throw another Victini up on my bench, throw a Choice Band up on this guy, throw another one up on him just because, and then finish my turn off right there. Now, one of the hardest things that you're going to see playing against this guy right now is that he's going to run a Tauros GX along with probably the Decidueye GXs. And his ideas are to be able to put a couple damage counters on me from time to time and then still continue to be able to do damage with his actual attack. So we'll see that pretty soon here. And he's going to pull out another Rowlet. And then more than likely he's going to have the Overgrowth. And we saw right there that he actually threw away one of those Decidueyes in an attempt to get more. And then also that Shaman right there.
So he obviously has a
pretty decent deck right now. Yeah. And that's the thing too, is when you play a lot of the standard guys, you kind of see a lot of the similar builds that people are doing, and that's why I'm kind of trying to do something different. You know, I haven't seen anybody try to use the the Golem yet.
Isn't there a card that actually allows you to pull? Well, I mean, I know, like revives
Pokemon and everything like that. Yeah,
but from your discard pile, correct?
Yes, there is. And then I don't know why this is showing up. I usually never have that. But he's got that, I believe it's the, Forest of Giant Plants, and that's going to allow him to be able to evolve his Pokemon whenever he wants. And right there's that Feather Arrow that we're going to see. And then he's going to do that extra 60, and then that's going to knock him out. And that's what's been the biggest part that I've been having a problem with this deck, is that you constantly see people being able to pull out like cards like a GX right there that are just able to just wipe me out right away.
So right now you're going to use that Professor Sycamore.
Yeah, right now I am going to use that. I'm not going to put any energies down, and the biggest reason is because I just don't have a Pokemon to put it down onto yet. So I'm going to go ahead, get rid of that thing right there for him. I'm going to go ahead and, this is going to be a hard one, I'm just going to go ahead and use the switch right now, throw that out, just use a couple cards in the meantime, And then I think I am going to go ahead and throw this onto him, and I'll explain that a little bit later. Hopefully I can get a couple cards that I can use right now. Let's see. And then we got another Shaman too. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to throw my Shaman out there, get rid of that switch, and throw another one.
So you can get 2 more cards.
In an attempt to get 2 more cards and hopefully get a Geodude that I'm looking for. And I still didn't get it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use that. We're going to pull out another Professor Birch because I can still use all these cards later on, hopefully. And then we're just going to call that a turn. Now, the reason I threw the Electric Energy on the Victini, guys, like I said, I'm not going to be using it at all. But I do have the Energy Switch in this deck, and that allows me to be able to throw that on to another Pokemon at a later time. Hopefully, I can have this guy go through an onslaught of attacks right now, and then be able to do something to the point where possibly I can get him back into my hand and be able to use him one more time. So we'll see here. And see, this is why those Decidueyes are so good. As you're going to see a lot of people using that Overgrown, the Forest of the Giant Plants rather, to be able to get them out a lot quicker. Now, when they do the update and you can't use that card anymore, that's going to really hurt a lot of the grass Pokemon types because they're not going to be able to do them.
Especially with Decidueye.
Exactly.
It's going to be interesting once they release that list of cards, which I think there's a preliminary one already.
So I'm just going to throw that on to him for right now. We're going to shuffle. Hopefully we get that 7 cards, and we did. And we're still not going to see a Geodude. We're going to go ahead and use this. And no energy, unfortunately. So let's go ahead. We'll use that right there. Pull another one of these bad boys out. Use another one. We got one this time. We're going to go ahead and throw it onto him. And then we'll go ahead and use that energy switch. And then we're going to use it with him. Pull that off. Throw it onto him. And then what the idea is now, guys, it is kind of a retreat and attack kind of formation. We are going to be sacrificing a Pokemon possibly right now. So I'm just going to throw that other Victini out in a case where he can't get 2 of the prize cards off of me. Kind of buying a little bit of time here. Yeah, because if I can't get the Geodude out, I think this next turn, I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything. Alrighty. So there he goes. We'll throw that other Shaman EX out there. So we need at least one of those Victinis still out. We'll hold on to that for right now.
Hey, there's that Wally.
So this is where the hard part comes in, guys, is that we need to be able to pull something out pretty quickly here. And so in an effort to do that, I'm going to have to use N in hopes that I will be able to get something as an upper hand, and hopefully it gets rid of a couple of the cards that he was possibly thinking of using. So let's see here. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to use the Great Ball first. There's that Geodude. So we're just going to pull the Geodude now in a hope that we can get something a little bit later. Alright, we're going to use that. And no energy there, unfortunately. Is that one right there. And you know what? We're going to go ahead, pull that Ultra Ball. While we do that, we're going to use it. Both those. And we're going to pull that Shaman back out again. And now this is going to give us another 5 cards to work with. Alright, so we'll throw those other 2 out. And use this. Throw it onto him. And then we're going to actually just pull this off of him because more than likely we're going to see this guy go.
This is where his GX attack could come through.
Exactly. And that's what I'm kind of hoping doesn't happen, where he doesn't attack the Geodude in time, because I will be able to get an evolution off on this next turn. I'm just afraid that I'm not going to be able to do it in time enough to basically be able to attack him. So we're gonna see right here. Yeah, so he's just looking to wipe out the Shaman now. Alrighty, and then let's go ahead and we'll throw out this Victini right here. And again, just trying to buy a little bit of time. And then we got that Graveler there. And then we also have the Golem, so that kind of was a bad play on my part. Mainly because we can't do anything now except for wait to see if we get an energy the next turn. But again, you don't necessarily know exactly what you're going to pull. And in that case, I kind of did mess up a little bit. But we'll see if I can end up getting an energy next turn and being able to switch this guy out. Yep, and then that's where we're going to see the attack start flying in on this Golem. And I think that is going to do it, honestly.
What's the GX attack do for Tauros again?
So Tauros, it does 20 damage times the amount of damage cutters that are on him.
You're done.
Yep. So that'll be it for this one, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and concede it, because there's no other thing that I could possibly do to basically get myself back into this. And, you know, that was a bad round, but that's, again, why we call it a test deck. So let's go ahead. We're going to run it one more time and see if we have a little bit of better luck and kind of give you guys an understanding of, you know, you're not always going to get the best pulls at the right times. So let's see here. I'm going to go heads. I lost, so let's see if she chooses to go first, which she probably will. Alright, so not too bad of pulls here. Could have been better, but it's alright. And guys, another thing with the Shaman EX, you don't want to necessarily, like, if you have any other basic types, don't play it on your first turn. And the reason is because in order to use its ability, you have to be able to play it during your turn from your hand. So like a lot with the other trainer cards that you can pull out a basic and put it onto your bench, that will not allow you to use the ability of the Shaman. So you want to be able to keep it in your hand and be able to use it a little bit afterwards, after you've gotten rid of a few cards out of your hand. Go ahead and draw. And still, we don't want to play that just yet. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll just throw one up on him. Another one right there to him. You know, we're not going to be able to use him just yet, so I'm just actually going to shuffle the hand in hopes that we can see something better come out. Okay, not too bad. So
You have a lot of trainers.
I do have a lot of trainers, and the reason behind that is so I can try to get cards faster and quicker that I need. But you know, sometimes those cards do end up pulling you up, and like again, that's why it's called a test deck. We're trying to see what we can pull out faster. Alright, we'll use the max elixir. Go ahead and put one on him.
Got that energy switch too.
And then that's actually the regular switch. That's the hardest part. Sometimes they look similar because they're gold.
It is. Well, you can use it though.
Yeah, I can. And that's actually what I'm going to do right now. And that's going to give me a free retreat for the next turn.
So weird how the Alolan Geodude, they're electric.
Well, this is the part that makes me mad the most. Look at its weakness.
What is it, electric?
No. Hold on.
Rock?
As soon as this goes away. It's rock. Like, I get it, but I don't. You know what I mean? Because he's still a rock. It's not like he's all made out of electricity and whatnot.
Which is really weird. It's kind of like an oxymoron.
Exactly.
He's a ground type Pokemon, and you know, it's grounded. It is a rock. It can't produce electricity, which Pokemon said nope. It can produce electricity.
Alright, so that's going to do 20 damage to all of them. So here's the task that kind of faces us. Now we can go ahead and evolve him right now automatically, but that's going to use our supporter card. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to throw an energy up on him right there, and then we are going to actually... I don't know if I want to give him another 6. So we're actually going to make him keep the cards he has. We'll shuffle ours right now, get 7. Awesome. So that's exactly what we needed. So we'll go ahead and throw that out. Go ahead and use that right there. Use that Shaman right next to that Jolteon. Get another 2 cards. Let's hope we get a Graveler. And we did. Awesome. Throw that up this time. Throw that back. Get that guy out. And then that's going to be your turn right there. So that's not too bad of a turn, guys. Hopefully he doesn't have a double colorless in his hand. That way we don't see a knockout right now. But if we can, I'm going to hopefully use the N or the Professor Birch and see if, or yes, Professor Birch, and see if we can get another goal amount. He's going to switch it out, and then he's going to bring out that Arcane. Alright, so still not knocked out just yet. Alright, so we're going to throw that on him.
How is a rock burning?
That's what I don't understand. And then we're going to use the Professor Birch again, just because I don't want to give him an extra set of a hand, or her rather. And we still didn't pull it out. Wow. So we are probably going to be looking to be in trouble here. Alright, so hope is, and we are going to flip again, yes, because we want a heads, and we still get the tails, and that's going to knock out our Traveler, unfortunately.
Victini is the one that lets you do
the flip again, correct. So we are going to go ahead, and I think this is actually going to be another bad round. And again, that's why you need to test these decks out, because, I mean, on paper, they may look good. From time to time, you may win some in the very first turns, but it's not going to always be the same outcome, and you're always going to have different obstacles that you have to face, and it could be the game playing against you. It's not just you playing against the other opponent. So you got to be able to find ways to be able to pull cards a lot faster that you absolutely need. And unfortunately, he's going to be able to knock out this guy now. And I think that's going to be his idea, is to basically keep taking these guys out. We're going to throw that Jolteon out. Just put an area on him. Shuffle our hand up. Alrighty. Do the 30 that we can. So more than likely he's going to put another energy on, and oh, he still wouldn't be able to use the Firestorm attack. So he's just going to keep doing that 60 in the burn as long as possible. And what does this one got? I hate when it does that. Alright, not too good there. And what are we looking at? Whenever your opponent plays a trainer card, excluding Pokemon tool cards and stadium cards, prevent all effects of that card done to this Pokemon. Okay. I'm trying to figure out, I think he played it the wrong way. Yeah, because now he can only have 3 bench. Unless he wanted that. I don't see why, though.
Looks like he got 4 bench. I'm just saying because there's another room for
the open slot.
Yeah. Because they did move over, though. Did you watch it? It looked a little...
Burned.
You got your stadium cards you can play. Bye-bye.
Should I just evolve him now, or should I wait? Let's go ahead and go for it. I think we can pull a golem.
Yep.
And we didn't.
Oh, it's Graveler.
That's Graveler. Like I said, man, I got 4 of those things in this deck, too. That's the crazy part.
It is crazy. They're probably like all stuck in your prize cards.
Mm-hmm. Alright, come on, knock him out already. Just gonna hang on for one more turn. Alright, so... Put that on Shannon right there. Put that on that dude. Let's go ahead and shuffle.
Hoping for an energy switch.
I am. And I got it. And along with that golem. Awesome. So here's the whole part of this deck, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and show you why I like it so much. So let me go ahead, and I'm going to use the energy switch off of the Jolteon just because he hardly has any health, but mainly the reason I have him is that bottom attack, that flash rate, prevents basic Pokemon from attacking. But look at the retreat cost. Nothing. Oh. That's the coolest part about him. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm actually going to use the Great Ball first before I end up switching him out here. And let's go ahead. I'm going to pull that other Golem out just because we have that rare candy. So in the case we get a Geodude right now, we're going to be able to see if we can get another one out to kind of buy us some time. We didn't get the Golem, but let's go ahead and use this Trainer's Mail. Or, I'm sorry, the Geodude. We got another energy switch. So that's even better because we are going to take that from that Victini now. Throw it on that Golem. And, oh, we don't even need to use that because no retreat cost. Don't show again. We know. And then here's what we're going to do, guys. So the Heavy Slam is automatically going to do 200, but 30 less. So that's going to leave me with only 140 guys. That would easily knock him out. Or I can do the flip a coin. So for this instance, I'm just going to go ahead and knock him out here just because I know I can get it for sure. And we're going to go ahead and take a prize card.
So why is it minus 20?
So it's minus 20 for each star in their retreat cost. So not golems, but the opponent's Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
So like, for instance, the Jolteon, it would be great. It would be 200.
It's 30, by the way.
Oh, is it 30? What did I say, 20?
Yeah, I said 20.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so we'll see what he ends up throwing out here.
See, we haven't seen that minus since, what, Machamp? No, I'm sure there's others.
There's a couple others, but I mean, yeah.
That's the one that
this
sticks
one
out in
isn't
my
too
head.
bad, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
With the 200, but I've seen some that have like only 100 damage, and it's minus 20 for each damage counter on them, and it basically ends up being nothing. And the Machoke, that's the one you're thinking of.
That's the one. From base set.
The base set Machoke, and that was what, 60 damage minus? Or something like that?
That was weird.
It wasn't good, though.
Back in the day, we were like, is this even a thing?
Right? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use both these Trainer's Mails in an attempt to find something good. Let's go ahead. Let's take the Wally out for right now. And we'll see what we get out of this one. And basically the same things. So we'll go ahead. Let's pull out.
Well, no, you got a choice, man.
Let's pull out the rare candy. I haven't seen him pull out anything good yet. And then what I want to do, I don't know how many Geodudes there's only one, so there can't be all of them in there, I wouldn't think. So let's do this. We're gonna throw out that one, and then we're gonna throw out that one. And no Geodudes, they're all inside the thing. That's hilarious. But we'll take the Victini out mainly because this one looks like it's about to run out. And I'm gonna keep it in my hand. You know what? Let's go ahead and play it. I'm going to make him have to attack him. And we are actually going to throw another one up on there. And we're just going to go ahead and do this since its retreat cost is the 4. So this thing's going to do 80 damage for every single heads that we get. So we got 3 right there.
He's
It's
gone.
240 right there. So I'm just going to say no for the flip again for the sake of I don't want to mess up anything. And we're automatically going to knock him out. Now, my Pokemon is going to be poisoned because of that poison barb, but that's okay. And there's that Geodude. So more than likely, I think he's going to try and go for this Victini and possibly this Jolteon. I'm surprised he didn't go for the Jolteon last time, though.
Yeah.
So let's see what he decides to do. And we're only down to those 7 cards. So that's where we have to be able to work pretty quickly now. See if we can get as many knockouts as possible before this thing ends. By the looks of it, I don't think he's going to be able, or she is going to be able to do anything that is going to be able to stop me from doing this. Besides that fire attack right there. But it's not a Pokemon, it's not an EX. So, I mean, even at that point, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to either pull out an N or a Sycamore. Oh, he's going to throw out somebody else. So, I think they're going after that Jolteon right now. And is that the case? Oh, the Shaman. I'm surprised. Oh, I see what they're trying to do now. So, they're going to see if they can get the Jolteon next.
now, yep.
Alright. So let's see.
You're gonna have to get rid of him. Yeah, you need to.
And that's why we got the Victinis. There's the 1, 2. There it is. Awesome. 320 damage. Look at that.
Only if you could do more to that.
Alrighty. So this is a really big hope that he isn't able to pull out another switch or anything like that right now. We'll have to see. Here's the Evo Soda. Gonna pull out that other Growlithe, or Arcanine rather. I'm gonna see a Scorched Earth. Yeah, she's definitely trying to find something to be able to switch it, and hopefully she didn't get it. Let's see. I don't think she did. There's the Float Stone. She's gonna retreat that one. I'm surprised she didn't retreat that one. Wow. Alright. Put it on. Get our other Golem out there. And then we are going to do... So what, that's 160? How many has he got? Oh, definitely. We'll take it. Alright, so it all comes down to this. If they cannot get a switch right now, we got this. If they do, we're in trouble.
Thinking.
She's got the Scorched Earth, so I mean she can try to get 2 more cards. But the question is does she have any more fire energies? I know she's gone through a couple. And there's that Volcanon.
Yeah, there's a switch.
So let's see. There's a switch for that one. Yeah, she's definitely trying to buy time right now. This is actually going to knock him out already, so we're just going to use that.
That Golem's pretty powerful.
Exactly, especially paired up with the Victini. And that's the whole idea of this deck, but the problem that I'm having is being able to get him out quick enough. And that's what everybody's been seeing with all of Stage 3 Pokemon. So that's not going to knock him out. So that should be game, guys. Let's see right here. All I need is one more, and there it is. And that is a comeback victory. And there you have it, guys. And like I said, it all just depends on the card draws, guys. And even when you think you're down, don't necessarily fully give up, because there is always that one moment that can completely change a game into your favor. All we got is a ticket out of that. But that is all the time that we have for you guys today. Remember, keep it OG. Hey guys, if you like that video, go ahead and check out a couple of our other videos. They're pretty cool, and I think you'll like them.
Especially that one in the corner.
Oh, what about that other one?
I kind of like the one on the bottom, too.
Oh, that one's a good one.
Ooh, look at that logo. You can subscribe.